Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel at Future Way Next to Canada. I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to talk about updates on Convert Visitor Visa to Work Permit in Canada, 2024. We hope you're doing great. In this video we're going to talk about Canada Big Update, updates on Convert Visitor Visa to Work Permit in Canada. While the process of converting a visitor visa to work permit in Canada can be complicated, it is doable with the correct knowledge and planning. Visitors are usually not allowed to apply for work permits from within Canada, but there is a temporary public policy still in effect until February 28, 2025, that allows visitors to Canada to apply for work permits. A list of necessary documents, processing times, and an explanation of the expenses, including the cost of a labor market impact assessment LMIA. Visitor visa. With this visa, you can enter Canada temporarily, usually for up to 6 months for things like business meetings, vacations, or family visits. You can extend your stay after 6 months by applying for an extension called a visitor record. Work permit. With this permit, you may lawfully work in Canada. Work permits can be open, enabling you to work for any Canadian employer, or employer-specific, linked to a particular job and firm. Converting a visitor visa directly to a work permit usually requires an employer-specific or closed work permit. Application requirements. You have to fulfill the following basic requirements to change your visitor visa to a work permit. Obtain a legitimate job offer from a Canadian employer with a positive labor market impact assessment, LMIA, demonstrating that hiring you won't have a negative impact on the Canadian labor market. An LMIA is not needed for occupations that are LMIA exempt, such as caregivers. In such scenarios, only a job offer is needed. Legal visitor status. Throughout the process until you receive a work permit, you must maintain your legal status as a visitor in Canada. Application requirements. You have to fulfill the following basic requirements to change your visitor visa to a work permit. Obtain a legitimate job offer from a Canadian employer with a positive labor market impact assessment, LMIA, demonstrating that hiring you won't have a negative impact on the Canadian labor market. An LMIA is not needed for occupations that are LMIA exempt, such as caregivers. In such scenarios, only a job offer is needed. Legal visitor status. Throughout the process until you receive a work permit, you must maintain your legal status as a visitor in Canada. Visitor visa to work permit stepwise guide. Get a job offer. Find a Canadian employer that will hire you first. Utilize recruitment firms, internet job boards, and networking. Make sure the job offer you get is thorough and spells out the conditions of employment. LMIA obtained by employer and LMIA from Employment and Social Development Canada. ESDC is required by most of the employers. This entails demonstrating the lack of Canadian candidates to fill a job position after adequately advertising it in Canada. Cost of LMIA. Each position requires a $1,000 Canadian non-refundable processing fee from the employer. Submitting work permit application. You can then apply for a work permit after getting the LMIA, or a job offer if the position is exempt from it. Eligible visitors can apply online via the secure IRCC account. Documents needed: a job offer letter with specifics of the position and conditions of employment, positive LMIA paperwork, not needed for jobs exempt from LMIA. Documentation of current status. Documentation proving your visitor status in Canada. Filled in the necessary forms, IMM 5710 application form, and, if relevant, IMM 5476, representative use. Passport. A current passport must have one blank page at least. Photos that fit the requirements, passport-sized pictures, proof of funds, bank accounts demonstrating your ability to sustain oneself. Medical exam, depending on your role or place of origin, if necessary. Application processing fees: $155 Canadian for the work permit and $85 Canadian for biometrics, if applicable. It is all for today in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully the information is useful to you. See you later in the next video. Till then, take care. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more updates on Future Way Next. That's it for today. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments.